Hey guys, good morning. This is the Crypto Jarhead again. Have a Thorn coin update. First and foremost, okay, let me start it off this way. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing with my money and why I'm doing it. So now that we got that little thing out of the way, our friend Moose Mustafa let us know that Thorncoin found some kind of bug in their program, so they're working on fixing that. So they're not going to go live today with their internal exchange. So good news for people who were supposed to be at work when the internal exchange opened, like me. So I'm guessing that they're going to open up tomorrow. But more importantly, the reason why I'm making this video is it sounds like I was going off of old information, how they were planning on making the internal price $15 a Thorn when they open the internal exchange. But it sounded like they're going to do the $1 thing on the internal exchange and let the price get organically driven up, so they're not going to manipulate their own price on their own exchange is what it's sounding like. So with that being said, the idea that I had to sell it at the inflated internal price in order to rebuy back in at the dollar mark on the external exchanges, it may no longer be possible, guys. So what I'm going to do right now in this video is I'm going to there's my kid right there. So what I'm going to do right now in this video is I'm going to throw some Bitcoin into Thorn. So let's see. Oh, no, not that one. Damn it. So I'm going to the coin exchange. I'd already thrown a few $100 over to coin exchange before, in preparation for everything. The hell? Okay, there we go. 0.03574230. Okay, boom. Maximum amount. Right? This is going to be my Thorn coin address, and let's double check this. EU or Echo Uniform Hotel Quebec. Oh, okay. Okay, see, this is why we check. This is why we double check. There's, for some reason, that did not copy. I don't know what address this is. I mean, it looks like a Bitcoin address, but what the fuck? Wait. Oh. Okay, so I'm only seeing. Let's see. Maybe if I turn the screen this way, will I get them? There we go. Okay, so Echo Uniform Hotel Quebec. Oh, okay. All right. So it was just a in portrait mode. It was cutting it off, but as you can see, I turned it to landscape, and I can see the full address on Thorncoin, and that is correct. So I'm going to pause this video while I put in my coin exchange password real quick. Okay, so withdrawal has been successfully submitted. Please check your email and confirm the withdrawal. What, shit, what email did I use to sign up with this? I think it was this one. Okay. Thank you. I make a habit of creating new emails. I've got like 10 different accounts because, as you can see, I get all kinds of just crap all the time, and it gets really, really annoying. Okay, so let me check my Crypto Jarhead account. Oh, it looks like I've got a new comment here. Let's see this. All right, Mohammed actually did one for 100T on the 16th, and for 696T on the 17th. The interest numbers are confusing. I found out the numbers are correct because they published the interest amounts at midnight GMT, which is... Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, Mohammed, that makes a lot of sense. And that's why I had originally asked you what time of day you had started that initial long-term stake. Because it goes by time on that first day. So, you know, if you start your stake halfway through the day, halfway through the day cycle, you're not going to get the full day's worth of interest, which is why you were seeing a little bit different, which looks like you figured that one out. Yeah, I've went ahead and every day that I've gotten interest, I've done just a quick math to make sure it's correct. And like I said, sometimes it's off by a fraction of a penny, but I think that's just the difference in the way Thorn rounds and the way my calculator rounds. You know, for example, Thorn might round up on a 6 or more, whereas my calculator might round up on a 5 or more, right? If that makes sense. Which generally only affects, you know, 1 or 2 columns in the placement there. And as long as it's not the first column, it's not going to be that big of a difference. So as far as I've seen on my end, the interest has been 100% correct with Thorn. Paying what it was supposed to pay. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that one. Maybe it is this one. Maybe it was this one. I love having technical difficulties when I'm making a damn video. I don't see why I would have used one of these. Let's try number 3. Okay, all right, so which one is this? Hopcastle 3. Okay, so... So when you pull from Coin Exchange, it's going to send you an email asking you to confirm it's for security. It also lets you double check the BTC address too if you didn't do that before. And if something is wrong here, then do not click on this link. Instead, what you would do is you would open up a support ticket, say, hey, you know, I initiated a withdrawal, you know, but it was wrong, you know, either the wrong amount or the wrong thing. Or you could even say, hey, I didn't initiate that, and they should just put that Bitcoin right back in your Coin Exchange wallet. But this is how much we want to withdraw to Thorn. This is my Thorn wallet. So we're going to say yes. Okay, it's been confirmed and should be sent shortly. Now, keep in mind, guys, I've never withdrawn from Coin Exchange, so I don't know how long it takes for them to process that out. Okay, status is pending. So hopefully they start sending that soon. Then it goes to the blockchain, it has to do the confirmations, and it will appear here soon. Right? I want to see it right there. Because if Thorn really is doing the internal exchange organically, meaning it's starting at $1, then that means that, you know, once again, my idea of selling at the inflated internal price of 15 to $50, wherever it was, and turning around and sending that to Coin Exchange, the Bitcoin from that sale to Coin Exchange, to buy more Thorn, then that is sadly no longer an option. But in case that is, in case this is true, this is the case, I did have, initially I was going to take the $300 or so, which since then has, Bitcoin's jumped up, so now it's $350 worth, in that ballpark, somewhere around there. I was going to use that money, which I had set aside for a new ICO. I was going to use that to like get into a new ICO, and the new ICO being Thorn when it was at an ICO price. So right now I'm sending that money over to Thorn Coin that I was going to spend anyway before, and see if I can buy myself another 300 Thorn or so, while it's at $1. If it opens up at $1 on the internal exchange, I'm in a position to buy. And if it opens at 15 like they said it was going to, then I'll assume that my plan to sell on the internal exchange to rebuy on the external when it's at $1 is still in place. So I'll probably go ahead and pull my Bitcoin back over to Coin Exchange. And keep in mind, moving your Bitcoin around is going to cost you a little bit of money. But you're looking at maybe a maximum of $20, 10 per transaction or so. Oh, sorry, guys. That one snuck up on me. It will cost you a little bit of money to move your Bitcoin back and forth, but I would much rather pay that money to be in a position to make the trades that I want to make, if that makes sense to you. So if it turns out when they do open, they open at $15 like they said they were going to 2 weeks ago, then I'll just pull my Bitcoin back to Coin Exchange, and yeah, I just spent $20 for no reason, right? It turned out to be no reason. But in case they had opened at $1, I would have wanted that Bitcoin there as soon as it opened, so I was in a position to buy. And I would much rather waste $20 and have that option if that is what happens than be like, oh, well, I don't think that's going to happen. And then it opens at $1. And then I go and try and send my money from Coin Exchange to Thorn. And by the time it gets to Thorn, it's already up to like $5 or $10 or something like that, right? So anyway, that is what I'm doing right now with Thorn. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't open at $1 on the internal exchange, because then that means that I can sell on the internal exchange and buy back in on the external and get way more Thorn than I otherwise would ever be able to at this point in my crypto career. Anyway, that's all I got for this morning, guys. Thank you very much. And stay tuned. Stay hungry. Make some money. Yada, yada, yada. All that closing off baloney.